Joel Embiid looked super mad sitting on the bench for Team USA. His team was beating South Sudan really badly. But even when Anthony Davis got hurt, Coach Steve Kerr put in Bam instead of Joel. Can you believe it? The guy was wearing street clothes. Steve Kerr told him before the game that he wasn't going to play. Why? Because he didn't match up well against the other team. Just imagine the best player from 2 years ago being beat by South Sudan players. That's like getting slapped in the face. Sixers fans are saying, good, our guy needs rest for our season. But actually, something really strange is happening with Joel Embiid. Sixers fans should be worried because he's getting embarrassed at the Olympics. So what's going wrong? A college coach who knows Joel really well said Joel likes people too. Like him, a tough guy like Kobe doesn't care what people think. He's like, forget you, I don't care. Joel wants to win, but he also wants everyone to be happy and like him. But the Ian França people see him as the bad guy. He says he feels like the most hated guy in basketball, which nobody believes. But why does he feel that way? It's because of France. Fans booed him every single time he touched the ball when they played Serbia. People were yelling mean things at him when he walked to the team bus. That's really messed up. But does he actually deserve people being mad at him? Back in 2018, Joel told reporters, I could play for my home country Cameroon, or France, or the United States in the Olympics. So French people got excited because their basketball team was getting really good. It's like when Argentina had amazing players all at the same time and won gold in 2004. Lots of great players all playing their best at once. So in the 2019 World Cup, France shocked everyone by beating the US team by 10 points. Then at the 2021 Olympics, they beat the US again. In the first game, they almost could have won gold if Kevin Durant hadn't made some amazing shots to win by just 5 points. So imagine getting Joel to play with Victor Wembanyama for the Paris Olympics. A former NBA player named Boris Diaz said Joel came to us and said he wanted to play basketball for other countries. He said he wanted to play for France. Perfect! Let's get this man a French passport. But usually, you only become a French citizen if you live and work in France for 5 years, or if you marry a French person, or if your parents are French. Joel wasn't any of those things. So French basketball people had to ask for special favors. A government worker flew all the way to Philadelphia to interview Joel. He convinced the French government to make Joel a citizen because he would help French people by playing basketball for them. So Joel Embiid officially became a French citizen, but then he got hurt before a big tournament in 2022. If he had played in that tournament, it would have been a done deal and everyone would have been happy. Then he was getting married before the 2023 World Cup. But while France was getting beaten badly in that tournament, Joel was taking an oath to become a U.S. citizen to, a few weeks later, he said he would play basketball for the USA instead. So does he deserve all this hate? Some people say yes. France rushed through making him a citizen because he said he'd play for them. Then he changed his mind, like someone who can't make decisions. French fans have every right to hate him. Other people say, look, if it was his home country, Cameroon, that would be different. But France booing a guy who never even lived in your country is pretty weak. One person sticking up for Joel is Anthony Edwards. He said, you guys already have Wembanyama and Rudy Gobert. Why would he want to play with you? You have Wemby and Rudy. What more do you want? You want 3 7-foot-tall players? But does the U.S. team actually need Joel Embiid. Right now, the guy is playing terribly. The US got Joel because America doesn't really have any great center players right now. Against tall players like Rudy Gobert and Nikola Jokic, they wanted someone bigger. But in the 4 practice games before Paris, Joel only scored 11 points and got 7 rebounds per game with 2 mistakes. Against Serbia, he only got 4 points, 2 rebounds, and made 2 mistakes. It was so bad that Coach Kerr took him out of the game after just 2 minutes. Then he didn't play at all against South Sudan. Yes, the same thing happened to Jason Tatum against Serbia, but the US team doesn't have many center players. It's not the same situation at all. You could say the problem is how he fits with the team. Steve Kerr likes everyone to move the ball around quickly, like he did with Golden State. That let players like Klay Thompson shoot lots of three-pointers without dribbling. But in Philadelphia, Joel holds on to the ball a lot, so under Coach Kerr, he feels uncomfortable. Also, Joel is famous for starting seasons slowly. October is always his worst month of the year. Then he slowly gets better at scoring and rebounding as the year goes on. Well, that's terrible for the Olympics. You only have like 6 games to show what you can do. Also, he said he was sick, but there's always something wrong with Joel Embiid, isn't there? Right now, Steve Kerr says Joel will start the next game. But this is his last chance. The guy has the worst plus-minus score of any US starter. Coach Kerr will definitely go with Anthony Davis or Bam instead if Joel keeps getting embarrassed. Oh, and by the way, LeBron James is like 40 years old and he's out there playing great. What's Joel's excuse? LeBron even said, "I'm a man. I'm 40," about how he's still playing well. So the story everyone's telling is starting to change. People are running out of patience with Joel Embiid. And if that happens, he really is going to be the most hated player in basketball, and that could mess up his game even more. But watch out! A TV guy named Colin Cowherd used the Serbia game to say Joel's career is basically over. He said, besides just putting up good stats, Philadelphia keeps firing coaches because of him and trading away teammates because of him. He is the most overhyped, spoiled, and overrated player in basketball. Wow. But there would be way less hate if Joel looked good out there. I mean, yes, he's playing a smaller role, surrounded by superstars, and he started slowly, but if he was playing smart, setting hard screens, playing with energy, people would forgive him. Instead, he's just walking around all lazy, slow, sluggish, and moping like he always does. So people say, why haven't you gotten past the second round of the playoffs? Yeah, he got injured, but not 2 years ago against Boston. His team was winning by 32 points, but lost 2 games in a row, including when he only got 15 points and 8 rebounds in Game 7. Sure, he had Coach Doc Rivers and James Harden, but there's always some excuse. He was the best player that year. Do something. So, unfortunately, this is starting to show us who Joel Embiid really is as a basketball player. It's sad, but we usually wait to see how a whole career goes. A star player enters his best years, goes through his best years, then the media decides what kind of player he was. I mean, imagine being a Sixers fan right now. Every April and May, you're angry because something terrible just happened. But then summer comes and hope comes back. One year, you got Markelle Fultz. Another year, you signed Jimmy Butler and JJ Redick. Or you got James Harden. Then every year, the same disappointing thing happens. And I don't blame fans for feeling hopeless. Even now, after getting Paul George, Joel is still on the team, and it's the best roster most Sixers fans have ever seen in their whole lives. The one thing that never changes is Joel. Now, he could change all of this with a great rest of the Olympics and maybe making it to the NBA Finals, but why did he even go to Paris? I mean, instead of his normal summer routine, the guy can't work on fixing his knee or work out with his trainer, Drew Hanley. Instead, he's with Team USA for a whole month and won't get back until late August. Basically, when Sixers training camp starts, this has Joel Embiid excuse written all over it. And if he's not careful, we're watching exactly what kind of player Joel Embiid is, right? In front of our eyes at the Olympics. But why not have a happy story instead? So I just made this video about a guy named Jason Preston. He's literally a basketball blogger who made it to the NBA. He actually wrote stories about a guy who ended up being his NBA teammate. I thought it was an awesome story, and people commented, "Oh my gosh, we love it when these kinds of stories are on your channel." But it's by far the least watched video I've had in a long time, and I want to keep making videos like this. Go check it out and tell me if there was something wrong with the video, or like if you have an explanation. If you want to keep seeing those videos, check it out right here.